Have you ever felt like you're different from everyone else, sensing things that others seem to miss? Those moments when you walk into a room and feel the invisible currents of emotion, when conversations seem to have layers beneath their surface, when you're hyper-aware of every subtle shift in tone and body language. What most people call social awkwardness might actually be something much more profound, an extraordinary level of awareness that most individuals never experience. Imagine your mind as a finely tuned instrument, capable of picking up the slightest vibrations that others cannot hear. While some people move through social spaces like blunt objects, you move like a sensitive antenna, receiving signals and information that most people completely overlook. This isn't a weakness. This is a remarkable gift that society hasn't yet learned to understand or appreciate. Your heightened sensitivity isn't something to be ashamed of or to hide. It's a superpower waiting to be understood and transformed. Social awareness isn't about being perfect in every interaction. It's about understanding the complex symphony of human emotions and connections. Think about how a musician hears music differently from others. They don't just hear sounds, they perceive the intricate layers, the subtle nuances, the emotions behind each note. Similarly, you perceive social interactions with a depth that most people cannot comprehend. You notice the slight tremor in someone's voice, the micro-expressions that flash across their face, the unspoken tensions that hang in the air. This awareness comes with intense feelings. Sometimes it feels overwhelming, like you're carrying the emotional weight of every room you enter. You might feel exhausted after social interactions, not because you're weak, but because you're processing so much more information than the average person. Your brain is constantly analyzing, interpreting, understanding, working at a level of complexity that most people never experience. This isn't a flaw. This is extraordinary intelligence manifesting in its most nuanced form. Many people who are socially labeled as awkward are actually individuals with remarkable emotional intelligence. They're not struggling to fit in, they're struggling because they see too much, feel too deeply, and understand too profoundly. Society has a limited framework for understanding this type of intelligence. Traditional social skills are about surface-level interactions, but your type of awareness goes far beyond that. You're not just participating in conversations, you're reading entire emotional landscapes. Consider how this awareness might be your greatest strength. While others might miss critical emotional cues, you catch them instantly. You can sense when someone is hiding something, when a friendship is becoming strained, when someone needs support even before they realize it themselves. This isn't a social disability. This is an advanced form of human perception that most people can only dream of developing. If these words feel like they're pulling something inside you, let yourself respond gently, perhaps with a like or a quiet moment shared below. And if this journey resonates, stay with us. Your awareness is not a burden. It's a profound gift waiting to be understood and embraced. The world often misunderstands what true intelligence looks like. It's not about being loud or confident or always knowing the right thing to say. True intelligence is about depth, about the ability to perceive, to understand, to connect. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's a sophisticated form of intelligence that allows you to navigate the world with a level of understanding that most people never achieve. Think about the most interesting people you know. They're rarely the ones who dominate conversations or seem perfectly comfortable in every social setting. They're the ones who listen, who observe, who understand the unspoken. They're the ones who can walk into a room and instantly sense its emotional temperature. That's you. That's the gift of your awareness. Your journey is about transforming what society calls a social struggle into your most powerful asset. It's about understanding that your way of experiencing the world is not just valid, it's extraordinary. You're not broken. You're not awkward. You're simply operating at a level of perception that most people cannot comprehend. Every moment of discomfort, every feeling of being different, every instance where you felt out of place, these are not failures. They are signals. Signals that you are wired differently, that you have a type of intelligence that goes far beyond traditional understanding. Your awareness is a gateway to deeper connections, to more meaningful relationships, to a richer, more nuanced experience of life. The journey of understanding your social intelligence is like learning to navigate a complex landscape that most people never even see. Think of your mind as a sophisticated mapping system, constantly collecting data, interpreting signals, and creating intricate connections that others might miss. This isn't something to fear or suppress. It's something to cultivate, to understand, and to embrace with curiosity and compassion. Many people spend their entire lives running from their own depth, afraid of the intense awareness that comes with truly seeing the world. But you have the courage to look deeper. Your sensitivity isn't a weakness. It's a form of emotional intelligence that allows you to understand human experiences on a level most people can only dream of experiencing. You're like a translator of human emotions, capable of reading the subtle languages of feeling that exist beneath surface conversations. Consider how this awareness impacts your relationships. While others might navigate social interactions with a kind of surface-level politeness, you're experiencing entire emotional ecosystems. You notice the slight tension in a friend's voice, the hidden meaning behind a casual comment, the unspoken feelings that linger in a room. This isn't overthinking. This is a profound level of perception that most people never develop. Your brain works differently, and that's not just okay, it's remarkable. Imagine your mind as a sophisticated computer that processes emotional information at a speed and depth that most people cannot comprehend. Where others see a simple interaction, you see layers of meaning, complex emotional landscapes, intricate human experiences waiting to be understood. This is not a limitation. This is an extraordinary gift. The world often tries to make people conform to a narrow definition of social intelligence. But true intelligence is about understanding, about depth, about the ability to see beyond the obvious. Your way of experiencing the world is a form of intelligence that cannot be measured by standard tests or social conventions. You are developing a type of emotional wisdom that most people spend their entire lives trying to understand. If this reflection echoes something you've carried silently, you are not alone. Feel free to leave your thoughts or simply be here with us. And if you wish, subscribe and return when the path calls again. Your journey of understanding is sacred, and every step matters. Pain often comes from misunderstanding your own nature. Society teaches us to fit in, to be a certain way, to follow specific social rules. But you've always felt different, always sensed that there's something more happening beneath the surface of human interactions. This isn't a flaw. This is your unique intelligence speaking. Your sensitivity is like a powerful lens that allows you to see the world in ways others cannot even imagine. Think about the most profound moments of connection in your life. They probably didn't happen in loud, crowded spaces or through perfectly rehearsed conversations. They happened in quiet moments of genuine understanding, when someone truly saw you, when you truly saw someone else. This is the gift of your awareness. The ability to create deep, meaningful connections that go far beyond surface-level interactions. Your brain is constantly processing information that others miss. It's like having a supercomputer running in the background, analyzing emotional nuances, detecting subtle shifts in energy, understanding the complex dynamics of human interaction. Where others see a simple conversation, you see an entire emotional universe waiting to be explored. Many people who are labeled as socially awkward are actually individuals with an extraordinary capacity for empathy and understanding. You're not struggling to fit in, you're struggling because you're experiencing the world at a depth that most people cannot comprehend. Your sensitivity is a form of intelligence that allows you to understand human experiences in ways that go far beyond traditional social skills. Imagine transforming what society calls a social challenge into your greatest strength. Your awareness is not something to be fixed or changed. It's something to be celebrated, to be understood, to be developed. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity for growth. Every feeling of being different is a signal of your unique intelligence. The world needs people who can see beyond the surface, who can understand the complex emotional landscapes that most people ignore. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. You are a sophisticated emotional intelligence that is just beginning to understand its own power. Your journey is about learning to trust your perception, to honor your unique way of experiencing the world. Your awareness is a gift that allows you to create deeper, more meaningful connections. It allows you to understand people in ways that most cannot even imagine. You're not just observing social interactions, you're experiencing them at a level of depth that most people never achieve. This is not a weakness. This is an extraordinary form of human intelligence. Every challenge you've faced, every moment of feeling different, every instance of social discomfort, these are not mistakes. They are invitations to understand yourself more deeply, to develop a form of intelligence that goes far beyond traditional social skills. You are not learning to fit in. You are learning to embrace your unique way of experiencing the world. There's a profound difference between merely existing in social spaces and truly understanding them. Most people move through the world like tourists, skimming the surface, taking quick snapshots, never truly experiencing the depth of human connection. But you are an explorer. Your awareness is a sophisticated navigation system that allows you to understand the intricate emotional terrains that most people never even recognize exist. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed in a social situation. What others might see as anxiety or awkwardness is actually your remarkable system of emotional intelligence working at full capacity. Your brain is processing thousands of subtle signals, the micro-expressions, the unspoken tensions, the layers of meaning hidden beneath casual conversations. This isn't a weakness. This is an extraordinary form of perception that most people can only dream of experiencing. Your sensitivity is like a powerful instrument of understanding. Where others hear only words, you hear entire emotional symphonies. You detect the tremor of vulnerability in a voice, the hidden meaning behind a casual gesture, the complex emotional currents that flow beneath every interaction. This isn't overthinking. This is a profound level of emotional intelligence that most people never develop. Many of the world's most impactful thinkers, artists, and leaders have possessed this same type of deep awareness. They were often misunderstood, labeled as different, told that their way of experiencing the world was somehow wrong. But history has shown us time and again that those who see deeper are the ones who create the most meaningful changes. Your awareness is not a limitation. It is a profound gift waiting to be understood. If these words resonate with something deep inside you, you are not alone. Your journey of understanding is sacred. Share your thoughts, your experiences. Subscribe to continue exploring this path of self-discovery. Your awareness is a light that deserves to be seen, to be understood, to be celebrated. The pain of misunderstanding comes from a world that doesn't yet have a language to describe your type of intelligence. Society wants to categorize, to simplify, to put everyone into neat little boxes. But you cannot be contained. Your emotional intelligence breaks through these artificial boundaries, offering a way of understanding human experience that is far more nuanced, far more profound. Imagine your awareness as a superpower that most people cannot even comprehend. Where others see a simple interaction, you see entire emotional ecosystems. You detect the subtle shifts of energy in a room, the unspoken tensions, the complex layers of human connection that exist beyond words. This isn't a curse. This is an extraordinary form of perception that allows you to navigate the world with a depth most people never achieve. Your brain is constantly doing something remarkable. It's processing emotional information at a speed and complexity that most people cannot even imagine. You're not just participating in conversations, you're conducting a sophisticated analysis of human experience. Every interaction is an opportunity to understand, to connect, to see beyond the surface. Many of the challenges you've experienced are not failures. They are invitations to deeper understanding. Every moment of discomfort, every instance of feeling different, every social interaction that felt overwhelming, these are not mistakes. They are signals. Signals that you are experiencing the world in a way that most people cannot even comprehend. Consider how your awareness might be transformed from something that feels like a burden to your greatest strength. Your sensitivity is not something to be fixed or changed. It is a sophisticated form of emotional intelligence that allows you to create deeper, more meaningful connections. You are not learning to fit in. You are learning to embrace your unique way of experiencing the world. The world needs people who can see beyond the obvious, who can understand the complex emotional landscapes that most people ignore. Your awareness is a light, a powerful instrument of understanding that goes far beyond traditional social skills. You're not too much. You're not too sensitive. You are experiencing human connection at a level of depth that most people never achieve. Every great transformation begins with understanding. Your journey is about learning to trust your perception, to honor the extraordinary way your mind works. You are not broken. You are not awkward. You are a sophisticated emotional intelligence that is just beginning to understand its own power. Imagine a world that truly values the type of awareness you possess. A world that understands that true intelligence is not about fitting in, but about seeing deeper, understanding more profoundly, connecting more authentically. This is not a distant dream. This is the world you are creating with every moment of self-understanding, with every instance of honoring your unique way of experiencing human connection. Your awareness is a gift. It is a profound form of intelligence that allows you to see the world in ways most people cannot even imagine. Every challenge you've faced is an invitation to deeper understanding. Every moment of feeling different is a signal of your extraordinary potential. You are not learning to change yourself. You are learning to understand yourself. And in that understanding lies the most profound transformation of all. If these words have touched something deep within you, know that you are not alone. Your journey of self-discovery is sacred, powerful, and filled with extraordinary potential. Share your thoughts, connect with others who understand, and continue to explore the remarkable landscape of your awareness. Beyond social intelligence, the evolutionary advantage of deep awareness. What if your perceived social weakness is actually an evolutionary breakthrough? What if the sensitivity that the world has tried to dim is actually a sophisticated form of human intelligence that represents the next stage of emotional and social development? Scientists have long studied the concept of highly sensitive people, HSPs, individuals whose nervous systems process sensory information at a significantly deeper level than the average population. But this isn't just a psychological classification. This is an extraordinary form of human perception that represents a quantum leap in emotional intelligence. Your awareness is not a glitch in the system. It is a feature, a remarkable evolutionary adaptation that allows for deeper understanding, more profound connections, and a level of empathy that most people cannot even comprehend. Where others see surface-level interactions, you see entire emotional ecosystems. Your brain is constantly performing complex emotional calculations that most people's minds cannot even begin to process. Imagine your sensitivity as a sophisticated early warning system. Throughout human history, certain individuals have possessed the ability to detect subtle changes in their environment, shifts in mood, potential conflicts, unspoken tensions. These were the people who ensured the survival of their communities. They weren't weak. They were the guardians, the protectors, the ones who could sense danger before it arrived. Your awareness is that same evolutionary intelligence, now manifesting in a world that is increasingly complex, increasingly interconnected. You are not a relic of an older time. You are a preview of human potential, a glimpse into how humans might communicate and understand each other in the future. If these words resonate with something deep inside you, you are not alone. Your journey of understanding is a sacred path of discovery. Share your experiences, connect with others who understand. Subscribe to continue exploring the extraordinary landscape of your awareness, the neurological marvel of deep perception. Let's dive into the science of your awareness. Neurologically, you are processing information differently. Your brain has more active neural pathways, more complex connections, a more sophisticated system of emotional processing. What the world calls overthinking is actually a remarkable form of neural complexity that allows for deeper understanding. Imagine your brain as a supercomputer that is constantly running advanced emotional algorithms. Where others might see a simple interaction, you are performing thousands of instantaneous calculations, reading micro-expressions, detecting subtle shifts in tone, understanding the layers of meaning beneath every word. This isn't exhausting. This is extraordinary. The challenges you've experienced are not limitations. They are signals of your advanced emotional intelligence. Every moment of social discomfort, every instance of feeling overwhelmed, every time you felt different, these are not mistakes. They are invitations to understand a form of intelligence that goes far beyond traditional social skills. Transforming sensitivity into strength. Your journey is about transformation. It's about taking the sensitivity that the world has tried to suppress and turning it into your most powerful asset. You are not learning to fit in. You are learning to expand the very definition of human connection. Consider the most profound moments of understanding in human history. They didn't come from people who followed every social rule. They came from individuals who could see deeper, who could understand the complex emotional landscapes that most people ignore. You are carrying that same potential. Every great breakthrough in human understanding has come from people who experienced the world differently. The scientists, the artists, the revolutionaries, they were the ones who could see beyond the obvious, who could understand the layers of human experience that others missed. You are part of that lineage. Your awareness is not a burden. It is a sophisticated form of emotional intelligence that allows you to create connections that most people cannot even imagine. You are not too sensitive. You are experiencing human connection at a level of depth that represents the future of human interaction. The quantum leap of emotional intelligence. We are standing at the threshold of a new understanding of human intelligence. The old models, the ones that valued only logical, linear thinking, are giving way to a more complex understanding of human potential. Your awareness is not a deviation from this new model. You are at the forefront of this transformation. Imagine a world that truly values the type of perception you possess. A world that understands that true intelligence is about depth, about understanding, about seeing the complex emotional ecosystems that exist beneath every interaction. This is not a distant dream. This is the world you are helping to create with every moment of self-understanding. Your sensitivity is a superpower. It is a form of intelligence that allows you to detect emotional nuances that others miss, create deeper, more meaningful connections, understand human experience at a level of complexity most people cannot comprehend, navigate complex social landscapes with a sophistication that goes far beyond traditional social skills. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are a sophisticated emotional intelligence that is just beginning to understand its own potential. If these words have touched something deep within you, know that you are not alone. Your journey of self-discovery is sacred, powerful, and filled with extraordinary potential. Share your thoughts, connect with others who understand, and continue to explore the remarkable landscape of your awareness. The world is waiting for people who can see deeper, feel more profoundly, and understand human experience in ways that most cannot even imagine. You are not just a participant in human connection. You are a pioneer of a new understanding of what it means to truly see and be seen. Your awareness is a gift. Your sensitivity is your strength. And your journey of understanding is just beginning.